We've been sold a lie about the future. We live in an age of supposedly more opportunity, freedom, and abundance than ever before in human history. We can access all the world's knowledge from our phones, talk to anyone on Earth, and have almost anything delivered to our doorstep. It's a shimmering kind of internet utopia where artificial intelligence solves all of our problems, where productivity skyrockets and our lives become easier, richer, and more connected, right? But if you look around, I mean really look around, doesn't it feel more like we're facing a crisis of misery? Have you noticed it? This isn't just a feeling, it's a documented reality. The World Health Organization's 2025 Social Connection Report revealed that 1 in 6 people worldwide are affected by loneliness. We're living in a strange paradox where the very technology designed to connect us and improve our lives is for many of us contributing to a silent epidemic of loneliness and just plain unhappiness. So why are so many of us miserable? We have access to everything at our fingertips, but there's this deep sense of emptiness because we're overwhelmed by choice, but completely paralyzed. The question is why? And what can we actually do about it? We all dream of an easy life. No financial stress, no drama in our relationships, or no career hurdles. But this problem-free existence is a trap. It's the very source of our modern-day misery. So why are we like this? Psychologists call it the hedonic treadmill, where you're in that in-between stage of happiness, looking for the next thing, thinking that it will finally make you happy. Chasing something like a promotion, a new car, or a personal goal, thinking it will bring you happiness. And it might, for a moment, but the novelty will start to fade and the happiness wears off. And you find yourself right back to where you started, already looking for that next ambitious hit. These cycles of ambition connect directly to our desire to solve problems. When we don't have meaningful problems to solve, our mind is very good at inventing them. We can get anxious about being anxious. We can lose it over tiny inconveniences. It's a lie to believe that happiness will arrive when you conquer your problems. If you just grind hard enough, that you will build a life completely free from stress and struggle. But lean in and let me tell you that this life does not exist. The absence of problems is the biggest problem of all. We have to make peace with the fact that there will always be problems. I'm not saying let's just accept all of our problems. What I'm saying is this. When a problem is solved, a new one is revealed, and that is the blunt truth of it. Here are some prime examples of this problem chain reaction. The first cars changed transport completely, but the roads were limited. Dial-up connected us to the internet, but it disconnected the phone line at the same time. Smartphones put the world in our pocket, but took us out of the present moment. So what's the good news about problems? Well, you guessed it. There will always be a demand for solutions. All right, before we jump into solutions, if this is resonating with you at all, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. We're here to build meaningful lives, and your support helps this conscious community grow. Now, technology and artificial intelligence are about to change how we approach our problems and the solutions to everything. An example of this are the people I speak to who are right now deciding their careers, and they have an underlying desire to be like those they see online. Not all of them, of course. Some of them want to go outdoors and step away from screens completely, but a huge number are drawn to building something online, or at the very least, will find themselves needing to use technology to perform their roles. We need to understand this. Behind every one of these paths sits a computer with systems. And this reveals something important about ambition, technology, and the lives we build while chasing both. Now more than ever, you're going to need to be intentional about how you live in this era, because something else is happening at the same time: misery. So are your problems just advanced, perhaps? If we're not careful about our appreciation for technology and AI and what it's solving for us, we can completely misread the moment that we're living in. Think about it like this. The cars didn't have many roads to travel down, because the world wasn't ready for them yet. It was a sign of how advanced things had actually progressed. And that's the point. The problems that we face now look completely different to what they did in any other time in history. The faster technology moves, the more important it's going to be for us to learn how to flip our baseline of misery to a baseline of happiness. If we're not conscious about appreciating the problems that we do have, then misery creeps in and we get lost in the internal dialogue of when. I will feel happy when the business succeeds. I will feel happy when I feel fulfilled. I will feel happy when I can relax and things slow down. But waiting to feel happy when is the problem. It points to a designated time. But if you think of someone in a time capsule, imagine they place themselves in a time capsule and wake up 10 years later. They would be in absolute awe of how far technology has come, and the world would feel almost unrecognizable to them. Everything would feel faster, more efficient, and for a moment the world would almost feel like they'd stepped into a warped reality. And then it would happen. They would start learning how things worked, they would get used to things, the speed of things, and they would start to adopt this level of convenience. And within a short period of time, what felt extraordinary would be a new level of normal. So the real skill of the next decade may not be mastering artificial intelligence, it might be something simpler. Programming your life for happiness. Because the moment you see this clearly, you stop waiting to feel happy when, and start recognizing that 10 years ago you wouldn't have had the opportunity to have the problems that you do now. So my challenge to you is this. What is one intentional problem you're going to choose to take on this week? It doesn't have to be a world challenge. It can be a problem of learning a new recipe, the problem of finally having that difficult conversation, the problem of writing the first page of that book you've been waiting to write. Let me know in the comments below what is one problem that you're going to intentionally choose to solve this week.